Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Welcome to Movies and Music with AJ. My name's AJ, thanks for watching. And today we're watching Training Day, which of course stars Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, and it was directed by Antoine Fuqua. And we were watching this film almost exactly 20 years after it came out in theaters. You know, I realized, I was looking back at like films that came out in 2001, and I don't know if this happens to you guys, but there's just different periods in your life where, you know, you're going to the theaters more often, you're watching movies more often. You know, back in the day it would have been, you're going to the rental store more often, but I guess now it's, you're watching Netflix more often. But there are definitely times where it ebbs and flows in terms of film watching and TV watching. And for me, my family had just moved out of my hometown in 2001. And yeah, the town we moved to was a small town. It had one movie theater, but it was like a very old-timey movie theater. You know, you think of modern movie theater auditoriums and, you think of the stadium seating. The rooms tend to be wider. But yeah, the movie theater in this new town that we moved into, it was not stadium seating. The screen rooms themselves were narrow and long. So like if you sat in the back, you were super far away and the screen wasn't that big. It's as if the people who own this movie theater said, what are the worst possible design choices we can make for a movie theater? Let's do that. So long story short, I missed a lot of movies from around 2001 to early 2003. I think that's why to this day I still have not seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and part of me has been holding out hope that eventually it would get a re-release in theaters, because I just feel like if any movies you're going to go see in the movie theaters, those are the movies to go watch. You want the biggest screen possible, the best sound possible. But I don't know, now that I have a reaction channel, I might just go ahead and eventually watch that trilogy on here, who knows. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about today's movie. It, of course, stars Denzel Washington. And yeah, I mean, what do I need to say about Denzel? He's one of the greatest to ever do it. But I will say, though, that I definitely had thought I'd seen more of his movies than I have. I was going through his filmography. And yeah, it looks like in the late 90s I was watching a bunch of his films. I watched Fallen, which was a, underrated horror suspense film. And then there's The Bone Collector and Spike Lee's He Got Game. So yeah, those all came out within like a year of each other. So I guess I was just really on a Denzel kick around that time. But then after that, there's a gap, and the next Denzel movie I saw after that in terms of his chronology was American Gangster from 2007. That was also a really great film. Really enjoyed that film. But yeah, overall, I have not seen many of his films, so I need to correct that. And thankfully, I have this reaction channel where I can do just that. And let's talk Ethan Hawke real quick. He's one of those great actors that he's just gonna, if you put him in your movie, your movie's gonna be 10% better at least. He just always really brings it. He's a really soulful, understated actor. He just brings so much character and depth to the roles that he plays. I mean, I think of the Before trilogy, and, to carry a movie like that, him and Julie Delpy, that's a movie where it's just, that whole trilogy, it's mostly just two people walking and talking, and it still manages to be some of the most compelling filmmaking that you can watch, and it's entirely on the strength of Delpy and Ethan Hawke and their chemistry together. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally watch this film. Again, it came out almost 20 years ago today, so I felt like this was the perfect time to watch it. So let's go ahead and do that. Without further ado, this is going to be my reaction to Training Day from 2001. Let's go. Training Day. Oh, you know what? It didn't occur to me. It's called Training Day. Does this all take place in one day? Because I just watched After Hours, which was a One Wild Night type of movie. It'll be interesting if this ends up being a One Wild Day type of movie. There's Ethan Hawke.
Hey, what are you doing up?
Good.
That's the most calm baby ever. I'm an adult, and if I was up at 5 in the morning, I would be crying. I'd be asking for my bottle.
Listen, everyone's telling you how lucky you are. Don't screw this up.
I know how lucky I am. Hey, Sister Simon. Apartment's wide open. Get my own division someday.
Hello? Yeah, he's right here.
On your way to roll call?
Yeah, I'm on my way out the door right now.
Oi,
Yes, sir.
patrol ferries go to roll call. We don't go to roll call.
Okay.
Testing him already.
I'm gonna be in the office all day, but who knows? Maybe we'll do some business. We're an aggressive unit.
I know, sir. That's why I signed up, and thank you for giving me this.
No, get some chow in you before we go to the office. My dollar.
Thank you, sir. But, hey.
All right, fine, don't.
I'm liking how just to the point Denzel's character is.
May I read my paper?
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you.
What if this was just 2 hours of Denzel reading the paper? That would still be pretty captivating, though.
Tell me a story. Wait.
I don't think I know any stories.
You don't know any stories?
No.
All right, I'll tell you a story. This is a newspaper, right? It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. You won't let me read it, so you entertain me with your bullshit. Tell me a story right now. Go.
All right, well, so it was a real quiet night.
Boom! You never know. That's the point. Go.
These are the kind of characters I'd love to watch in film, but I don't think I'd ever want to be around in real life. Like, my strategy would be to just lean into it and go along with it and try to match the energy. If you handle it like Ethan Hawke's character's handling it, you're just gonna get bulldozed every time.
You do have a dick, don't you?
Yes.
To the right of it and to the left of it are pockets, right? In those pockets are money. Look in either one of them, pay the bill.
He told him on the phone that was gonna be on him.
So where's the office, back at Division?
You're in the office, baby.
It's the DRE, and that's Snoop D-O-double-G.
I supervise 5 offices. That's 5 different personalities, 5 sets of problems. You could be number 6 if you act right.
So far, Denzel's character seems very much like the lone wolf type. I just can't imagine him being a supervisor. Like, he definitely does not do any of the paperwork that comes with being a supervisor.
But why you want to be a nard?
I want to make detective.
There you go.
I will do anything you want me to do.
Uh-oh. Those felt like the magic words to unlocking whatever tragedy and chaos is about to unfold. By the way, that music playing, Buena Vista Social Club, amazing group. Go listen to that album.
Can we not talk about my family? All right.
I remember what it was like to have a pretty young bride. You probably f*** her face to face, don't you? The day you bring your old lady to the office is the day that you don't make it back home. You gotta hide that love deep inside you understand? See that hand in hand?
Yeah, I saw. They look like college kids.
Well, get an education today. Stay off of the rover.
I do know it's usually never a good sign when you don't radio for backup in a situation like this.
Don't look at driver, right side passenger, hands on the windshield, put them on the windshield. All right, driver, hands.
This whole scene is so 2000. We got Last Resort by Papa Roach playing out of a green slug bug.
Hey, I like the way you moved out there. You were trained very well. Check that out. It's a shitty dime. See the small hairs? A good narcotics agent
Is he gonna smoke it?
should have narcotics in his blood.
Literally, he's about to.
What, are you gonna smoke that?
Nope, you are.
No.
Why, you're a Mormon or something? You're Jesus freak?
No, man, no, this is my job.
This is your job.
I can't do that.
Smoke it. Take it
No,
in.
man, listen, I became a cop to stop people.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
No, man.
If I was a dealer, you'd be dead by now, mother. Turn shit down on the street, and the chief brings your wife a crisply folded flag. What the f is wrong with you?
Damn. I mean, now he's gonna smoke it, but the thing is, he got bullied into it. So he's not even making this decision for the right reason.
You want me to smoke it, I'll smoke it.
It's already too late, you already failed the test, you know? I feel like he's gonna lose even more respect if he takes the hit now.
Virgin lungs.
Yeah, it's funny to think that all that drama was over a nugget of weed. Especially in California, where, you know, it's been legal recreationally, well, for like 4 or 5 years at this point. Even at this point, there was already medicinal marijuana.
You okay, kid? It's a man-sized hit you took, dog.
So, 12th grade, we were.
He's so stoned.
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
Didn't know you like to get wet, though.
What's wet?
Turn. Dust. PCP. That's what you were smoking. You couldn't taste it.
No, I never done it.
You have now. I haven't, but you have.
I just realized that Chappelle Show skit with Wayne Brady is a parody of this. I had no idea. I thought that was just a hilarious sketch, you know, period. I did not know that they were parodying this movie.
Made the decision, live with your decision. And like I put a gun to your head.
He literally did.
Come on, get your shit together now. Brother, get your ass.
What's up, boy?
I heard you had a beef in Vegas. There's a green light on your ass.
Nah, ain't no problem. It's all good.
The Russians want your head. You know I got your back. Jesus, Alonzo, he's high as a mother. What's your last name?
Hoyt. Hoyt.
Strong Safety, North Hollywood High.
That's right.
Wow.
How'd you know that?
Yeah, how the f*** did you know that?
He's gonna need some strong safety to make it through this day in one piece.
Here's a joke, boy. Man walks out of his house on his way to work, sees this snail, so he picks it up, chucks it over the roof into the backyard. Snail lies there, dying. Snail doesn't die. And after a while, it can crawl again. Well, about a year, the little guy crawls back on the porch. He sees his snail again. So he looks at it, and he says, "The fuck's your problem?"
That's not funny. That's not funny.
What you laughing for then if it ain't funny?
I don't know, man.
Hey, you figure that joke out, you figure the streets out.
It was actually pretty funny.
I already figured him out. It's all about smiles and cries.
Put the drink down, man.
Smile now, cry later.
You gotta control your smiles and cries. Because that's all you have. And nobody can take that away from you.
There's like some stoned wisdom in that for sure.
Stop the car, man. What?
It's crazy how smoking weed apparently turns your vision into 90s music video.
Police officer! Get away from the girl! Get away!
Just watching it happen.
Thanks for the help. Yeah, you should have shot him. What are you doing out here anyway? Why you not in school?
I was just going to a fucking ditch party.
You almost became a part of the ditch party. Hey, no matter what I say, you did the right thing.
Look who it is.
Crack.
Smell like bacon in this mother. What I look like, a sucker to you? You rookie?
Is he gonna stand up out of that wheelchair like he did at the MTV Video Music Awards? What year was that? It's like 93 or 94.
Put me in the front seat with him and I bet I'll whoop his ass.
Yeah.
What was that? Yeah.
I want to see that warrant.
What?
I want to see that goddamn warrant.
There you go. Let's go.
Oh, did he take something out of there?
Mister, you better give me my fucking money back for the... You ain't no police. You ain't no police. I want my motherfucking money.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Ooh.
Stay in the car.
Yeah, mother.
And I'm guessing those guns that Denzel is using are not department issued.
You say you're serious about doing some good in the real world, and this is the place to learn. But if this kind of shit shakes you up, maybe you ought to go back to your division, you know? What's up, Bone?
What's up, Lonzo?
All right.
What's happening with your down moves?
It's all good, it's all good.
Didn't want to tell you, man. Appreciate what you did for my nephew. That's some real shit. Man, I'm sick of this shit, man. Can't stand it.
Nobody's.
I wonder if Denzel's character, his reputation in this neighborhood is like the boss that everyone pretends to like, but just talks mad shit about when he leaves the room.
I'll be right back.
What time is it even in this day? How long has he been watching cartoons? Yep. I was just about to say, how long has he been watching cartoons here? He's probably napping. Yeah, I imagine a long day of weed, beer, and police brutality will take it out of you.
Right, that's right. I want you to fax a copy of the warrant to the clerk, get her to get the judge to sign it, and I want you and Paul to bring it to me at location 1. You got that?
What's up, Lonzo?
Is that
Got
Dre?
the picks and shovels?
We're in the truck.
Pretty sure I just saw Dr. Dre.
Freeze up! Down on the floor! Get down!
What are you clowns doing here?
Hey, new guy, watch it!
What's up, Roger?
What's going down, brother?
Oh, it's all good, baby. Bad news, dog. You don't mind if I have some of your $300 glass shit there with you? I promise you, you'll never have to go back to prison. You ain't gonna miss what we take.
What's in here, Coke? Don't worry about it. We'll see.
What's the matter? You don't want a piece of this? Huh?
Well,
No. Right?
This guy trying to get himself killed.
I'll tell you a secret. When you kill someone on duty, they have to be a slave in the afterlife.
Well, you want me to shoot him?
Yeah.
Come on, kid. Do me a favor.
Is he gonna do this?
Pow! Boom!
Youngsters these days, huh? You're not gonna shoot them? Yeah, you wanna get shit done, you gotta get it done yourself. Just let it go. Breathe, dog.
Generally, if you want a man to breathe, you don't shoot him in the lungs.
All right, here's the scenario, all right? Let me quarterback this thing. Jeff's the first one through. Roger opens fire, bang, bang. Who shot Roger?
New guy came in spraying.
Paul. Who shot him? What'd you got?
I didn't shoot him.
Room full of cops said you did.
But I didn't. You did.
Hey, that is the second time you pointed a gun at me. There will not be a third.
Damn, boy. That's what I'm talking about, Jake. You give me 18 months, I give you a career. But if you're in my unit, you got to be in it all the way or not at all. You understand me? All right, later.
Now, what happened was murder and armed robbery. Oh, wait, we had badges, so it's different? That man was your friend, and you killed him like a fly.
Come on, my friend, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me why. Because he knows my first name? I watched that sucker operate with impunity for over 10 years, and now I got it. The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Jake, you're not making them feel like you're part of the team. The team? All right, I'll go back to the valley. I'll cut parking tickets, you know? It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it.
There's like a real sadness in Denzel's eyes. He's about to cry.
You're going through, I know what you're feeling. You're scared. I'm not scared. Sure. You're terrified. Everybody goes through that the first time. I went through it.
I walk a higher path, son. I can give you the keys to all the doors. My guys are pretty good, but they're not leaders. They're clowns. You're a leader. You want my job? You got it.
Wow, the way they played that scene, and it felt genuine. And this is why it's brilliant to cast somebody like Denzel for this role. Not somebody who's only used to playing a villain. You know, when you want to have a sympathetic villain, you hire a hero to play a villain. You know, somebody who has that empathy and, you know.
Believe it or not, I do try to do some good in the community. Hey, you got some things for the family. I'm gonna go to the head, okay? I'm gonna be 2 seconds. We roll.
You play cards, cop?
Tuco Salamanca. Breaking Bad.
Hey, you want a beer once? Oh, baby!
There's that Tuco energy. They must have just cast him for Breaking Bad and been like, do that character on our show. Just do the same character.
Hey, white boy. You asked me, huh? I think Alonzo played you for a fool, Lester.
Just left him there?
Where you going? Where you going?
Hey, finally. Hold up, Bessie. Let me get his money first, yeah? Hold up, Bessie.
Good morning, how are you?
Ooh.
Hey, Smiley. You're gonna trip out, huh?
This could make things better or a lot worse.
That girl is being raped. All right.
Attacking her, and I stopped him, man. I swear to God, I stopped him.
Lied to me.
I'm not.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of your bullshit. She's my cousin once. She's a civilian. Ain't right involved in her. No?
Yeah, tell me what happened, okay? Don't bullshit me.
This cop came. I mean, he came out of nowhere, and they almost killed him, though, but he kicked their asses like that.
He was a white boy.
He looked real young, too.
He looked a lot like Ethan Hawke.
Papu was telling the truth. Life's a circa, no?
Trippy ass shit, Holmes.
Just when you think they've broken Hoyt, they find new ways to break him. He's just gonna be the raw core of himself by the time this movie's over. Can let him in? I guess he is. I wonder if he let him in because he thinks he's gonna kill Alonzo, and he's like, yeah, go for it. We all want to do it, but we can't. Hey, Nat buddy, can you let me in so I can shoot your dad? I see so much stuff on this channel that out of context is just like, you'd be like, what was that even in reference to?
Congratulations, son. You made it. You passed the test.
So take the money, put it in that bag. Take your weapons, place them inside that pillowcase. You can f*** your appointment with the Russians. You're not gonna make it.
It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. Yeah.
Just dropping all kinds of wisdom in this movie.
Where's your evidence, huh?
It's right there.
Damn! Oh! He's got that shotgun on a swivel under the bed. Don't want to fall down there. And he still has time to make it to his appointment with the Russians. I mean, if you're Ethan Hawke's character in this situation, you just have to move, like, out of state. You can't just stay in LA. You gotta change your whole career. Can you just request witness protection? Ethan Hawke coming with that Terminator relentlessness. Right in front of all of his, not really friends, I guess, but people who tolerate him.
First dime who puts one in his head, I'll make you a rich man.
I'm not like you. That's good, Jay. I'm glad to hear that.
You gonna bust your cherry killing a cop? Somebody drop this fool for me.
You got us twisted, homie. We gotta put your own work in around here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get it right now.
Oh, shit!
Shoot him in the butt.
Motherfucker! You jack me now? You gonna take my own money from me, huh?
I told you that's my evidence. You wanna go to jail, you wanna go home.
That's right. Come on, Jay. You don't deserve this.
Jay! I need my money! All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
I think the only cases are gonna be the shell casings on the ground in a minute.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
I've heard that line before. I feel like that might have been in the trailer. The Russians? Maybe it was. Are you gonna ask for the money? The coroner is gonna be doing the autopsy and being like, so there's dozens of rounds, you know, from these, I'm guessing they're AK-47s. There's all these rounds of that in him, and then just one random Beretta bullet in his butt. Like, what kind of sick message were they trying to send with that? So, how was your day? Smoked PCP, stopped a sexual assault, and shot a crooked cop in the butt.
Said Officer Alonzo Harris was survived by his wife and 4 sons.
Woo, what an intense movie. Yeah, you know, actually, this movie is a good lesson in perspective, in the idea that, you know, the tone and sort of message and experience of a story really comes from who you choose to be your protagonist, who you're centering the story on, right? Because every story, every movie has multiple characters, but you choose the protagonist for a reason, and that reason is because you want to be in that character's head. You want to be experiencing the events from their perspective. But we're all different, right? We all have different perspectives. You know, when you go to work, you know, your coworkers are all having a different experience of that day and of every situation. So when you make Ethan Hawke's character the protagonist of this story, what you're getting is this rookie, first day on the job, eager to please, eager to do a good job, going in there with what he considers the right reasons, and then it quickly devolves and becomes this very tense, anxious. You know, by the end of the first act, it's become a horror movie. Essentially, this is a horror movie. Imagine being partnered with Jason or with Freddy Krueger, and that's your day. You're partnered with a monster, and how are you going to survive sitting in this car next to this monster? So yeah, this is, in a way, it's a horror film, right? The horrors of trying to survive a day with a crooked cop when you're just a rookie and you have zero power, and this guy's been on the force, I think they said 13 years. You know, the system is the monster, the power that these individuals can wield within that system is the monster, and this man with his actions is the monster. But you only get that feeling of horror and anxiety because, you know, we're in the shoes of Ethan Hawke's character. But there's that expression, everyone's the hero of their own story. So imagine that if for this story, instead of being asked to look at all the events through the perspective of Ethan Hawke, instead we were asked to look at it through the perspective of Denzel's character, and he was the protagonist, and the story was from his perspective. And rather than the first scene being us waking up to Ethan Hawke and his family life, what if we'd woken up to Denzel and his family life? And instead of Ethan Hawke explaining that this is the first day on the job and he wants to do a good job, it's Denzel saying, oh damn, today's the day that a bunch of Russians might kill me, and I have just one day to collect all this money to try to pay them off so I don't get killed. So yeah, if this story had been set with Denzel as the protagonist, rather than it being this sort of horror survival film, it would have been crooked cop heist film. The whole day would have been reframed. We would know that Denzel is in his own survival story of his own kind. It totally would have been a heist film, right? So he's just going around the city collecting all these debts, trying to collect as much cash as he can so he can pay off the Russians before it's too late. It's a ticking clock, race against time heist film. It would have been a totally different story. And the thing is, yeah, I mean, his character is a monster in this film, right? He does these terrible things. But how many films and TV shows have we gotten that are told from the perspective of a crooked cop, and we just accept it because they're the protagonist? You know, you get your Jack Bauers, you know, you get Bosch, which is an amazing show on Amazon Prime. You know, I've never watched The Shield, but I know that is this kind of show where it's like told from the perspective of a cop who's like ethically on the line, you know? Even The Wire, which I've been watching recently, I just started that about a month ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I've already binged through the second season. And yeah, even there, you know, you get cops who are doing some crooked things in what they see as in service of a greater good. But all these stories I mentioned, I'm sure you could tell them from the perspective of a rookie who, you know, just wants to do the right thing and the ethical thing. And all these characters I mentioned would look like monsters. So it really all just depends on whose perspective you're looking at it from. And I'm not saying that to justify Denzel's character. He was clearly doing some really heinous stuff. But again, it's like, how many times have we been asked to look through the perspective of a protagonist who is a cop doing heinous things? So this isn't a judgment on those type of stories. It's more just, I find it interesting how the perspective that you're asked to look through, the protagonist that we're given in a story, really colors the way that we're going to experience the film and what the film is about. But yeah, it was an intense film overall. It surprisingly had some really funny moments, but I think that's just Denzel. He's just such a charismatic guy. You know, the way he delivers a line, he's going to get a laugh out of you, even if sometimes it's not meant that way. But yeah, Denzel, man, just knocked it out of the park. So intense. Plays a great villain. And I think I said this during the movie, but that a good way to get a really compelling villain is cast somebody who normally plays heroes, because they're going to bring that humanity and that warmth that makes them good heroes to this role, and that's going to make them really compelling, give them a good contrast as a villain. You know, you're going to want to trust them against your better judgment. So yeah, obviously I think it was a great performance, but it was really the casting that was pretty brilliant in that respect. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow along with more of my reactions, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Signing out for today, this has been Movies and Music with AJ. My name's AJ, thanks for watching, have a good day.